Well guys, it seems like this is working pretty well. So here here we are. I'm James from 4X Alchemist, and this is the second attempt at a stream. We're gonna pick up with a Lumeris game that we were playing last time, which is already up on our YouTube channel. This video is going to follow that one, and it'll be uploaded to YouTube as well. So I'm just going to jump right in. It's been a couple weeks since we've played. It's evening here. I've got a beer and some gummy bears that I may be dipping into, and this should be a lot of fun. So let's play. All right. We are on turn 52 of this game, which is 2 games ago now for me. I've played a couple of PvP games with Lumeris between doing this one and coming back to this game. And so it'll be fun to jump back into this one and see what we've learned in the meantime. Let's check this out. So it looks like we've got a pretty small empire for turn 52. We've only got one finished trade company, although the second one is on its way. Let's check it out. It's level 5, and it's reasonably well upgraded, at least. So, with the second one here, and if I remember correctly, our home system is, yeah, it's fantastic. Double atoll jungle, oh my goodness. And then Magrez has 3 colonized planet, ocean, desert, gas, okay. And then we'll look at the other places in a moment. On this side we have the ionic crystals and Eden incense as our secondary upgrade. So here's ionic crystals here. And is that our only source? So we need to get a trade company here on Vega or on Timos right away, because trade companies pull from the adjacent systems. And I see where we're trying to get onto these places. We just don't have the dust for it yet. Got it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get into it. As far as diplomatic relations, where are we here? So we have peace with the Unfallen, the Empire, and the Sophons. The Horatios and the Cravers are still at Cold War. Purple is the Horatio. The Cravers are over here. Okay, and now we met these guys through our map sharing. Yeah, and we're gaining a lot of influence with them every turn. So, yep, this seems pretty recent here. Teal, I think, is the Empire, okay, and red is the Sophons. Score-wise, oh, interesting. Score-wise, this Cravers is actually not doing so well. There is one other light green player who is ahead of me in points still on turn 52. All right. So let's dive into this. Alright, next thing I want to know is with these ionic crystals. Okay, I'm currently generating 0 a turn, so I really need to get on these guys. Which means that having some access here on Vega is going to be critical for me. So what I need to do right away is use the marketplace here, take my luxury resources, and realize that I have far too many of these. We're not getting a ton a turn, but we'll at least sell our super spuds, and you know, we can't use our Eden incense really until we get access to that stuff, and until the ionic crystals. Let's also check to see. Alright, it looks like everyone's at level 2 colonization already. So we don't really need that red sang either. So we're going to sell the red sang Now we have 15,000, which means we can get onto, let's see, Aurora Waves is extra happiness. This one's much better. We want to get on Vega 3. We'll spend the cash to do it. Okay. Alright, how about industry-wise? We're at 500 here. Okay, not amazing. Yeah, we've got Hyperion project here, spin projects going on over here. We're about to colonize this toxic planet, and we're about to get our influence and science. Great. So here we've got our stingrays, which this is still the old style of doing a stingray. I'm going to have to update that. And here on Imnos we have Steppes, Savannah, Snow, all colonized, which is excellent. What is that? An Ephistus? Yeah. Okay, they get extra food on sterile. Well, that's not super useful. Neither are the Lumeris population here, but so be it. We have a bunch of luxury resources here, so we're going to go ahead and use that. And that one, because that'll be very nice for us. This one we can't get antimatter yet, so okay. Let's start there. Anomalies, we have anomalies on all three as well, so that looks pretty good. Let's do that first. Okay. So we have some rebuilding to do though, for sure. We have a viewer, Tet, what's, or Thel, or the Leo, oh that's what it is. Hey, the Leo joined in to watch the stream, playing some United Empire at the same time. Rock on, man. He's got a home system with Dust and Jade Onyx. A little jealous, better than my Red Sang. Alright, so here we've got a pretty sick place. But we're already full up, so we want to get on these other two planets right away. So let's get on the Ash first, because it's going to be quicker to get onto. And this place is going to be excellent. We don't have, we don't have AI labor unlocked yet, but AI labor is going to be fantastic for this system. Okay. Research-wise, as I mentioned, we are going to want AI labor, which is here. And we're going to want this stuff, which is extra, oh yeah, 3 turns for 2 extra trade subsidiaries. I think that's where we want to go right now. We've got, alright, the defensive buildings here, spiffy. And then we'll go the military route in a little bit. I want to kind of evaluate where we sit on the military level first, before we do too much there. And then this is Arctic and Gravitrons. Yeah, we can talk about that later as well. So here, these stingrays, I want to redesign them before we do much else. Alright, we've got, these are non-upgraded stingrays, so they've got the extra manpower on them right now. But what I really want is ones that look like this. So this makes my stingray fleets super fast. And so that is what I'm going to want to put in there. And yeah, I think that should be fine for these guys. We're going to get those lava dudes next as we go for maximized exploitation. Alright, and then this was clearly something that I took from a minor sieve, probably the Mavros here. Okay. And it's all hot planets. So this is like, even as we start terraforming this stuff, it's going to be a production center, like, whoa, I say. Now, okay, our quest is just to bring a single system to level 3. We can do that. And create a ship with 60 offensive power and bring it to Minnetonka. And we get to assimilate them. Born to bargain. Alright, that's medium. Yeah, alright. Where have we got ships here?
Making the Sophonaty nervous. What are you up?
I don't see any fleets being. Oh, right there. Come on, these aren't battle fleets. This is nice, soft, squishy scout fleets. We're your friends. Well, it looks like we just finished something big in our home place because he leveled up 3 levels. What do we got here? Oh, it looks like we finish Endless Research Parks and ITER. So that's good. That's very good. So our science is going to start kicking a little bit of ass here. We've got our better hero. We're going to definitely upgrade him. So let's see. Do we want to buff all resource deposits? Do we have anomalies here? We have one anomaly that we're about to get. That's not too good. We could even think about moving him, though. Where was the place that had... Was that in Hidel here? Yeah, that had all of these anomalies. This is actually a pretty good spot if we want to move our hero later. The problem is it's not connected to a star lane, unfortunately. Okay, so I think that for the time being, doing the overseer stuff of just increasing our industry as much as possible, even with little bits, and increasing the resource numbers is probably where we want to go. So let's do that. So we'll do the resource, and a little bit of industry. No problem. Okay, so now it looks like we're getting to the point where we've got everything going on. We're being vined here, so we're going to definitely keep an eye out for what happens as we vine ourselves. Alright, so we've got a bunch of probes here. We'll just go explore into the outer realms, see what happens, and let's go ahead and push forward. It's pretty clear what we need to do. I think that M29 over here, we got the Tikkanen bonus. Oh, just for 10, because we have mostly Lumeris far and away here. We're the first to create 2 trade companies. Huzzah. Ooh, and we have a Lumeris Seeker and a Technologist's Seeker available to us. So the Technologist Seeker gives some hull plating penetration, extra vision range, shield capacity. Yeah, he's not my favorite general. Shield capacity and shield penetration. Yeah, not my favorite general, but definitely better than the Lumeris, who have almost no generaling abilities. And he's a Seeker. So we're going to send Kolstia to the sidelines and take Epistis. Cool. And Yelchin, gaining a level. Just a level 6. Wow, he has not been doing so well. Where is he? I could have looked. He's on Magrez. Oh, okay. He's finished the trade company. Makes some sense. Wow, and this place is expanding pretty fast, huh? This is a huge desert? It is. This is a huge gas. That's pretty cool. Okay, so they're ecstatic. So, oh, and they also have a bunch of anomalies here, actually. So it might be right to switch the. I'll do it this way. That's actually probably more efficient here. It might be best to switch my heroes. We can upgrade that a little bit. Definitely don't need any more food. Yeah, do we want to keep it as sterile? Transform it to an arid? Let's leave it like this for now. Alright. And of course, now we can build a trade subsidiary, which we want to do right away, because that's definitely worth the dust, because we need to start generating ionic crystals in order to fuel our next bump in development. We want to get as many places to level 3s as we possibly can, and as we do that, yeah, it'll start really cranking our science and influence so that we can start doing all kinds of wonky things. Alright, then over here, we're generating some nice luxury resources already. So I'm going to go for the luxury side from Magrez. Which is going to be pulling from Matarka as well. And then, alright, for these guys, this is stingrays and corals. The corals I think are the... Oh, interesting. So these corals are just fleet boosters right now. Yeah. I've changed my strategy so much on how I use fleets since the last time I played this game. So we're really going to have to be rethinking some stuff here. Wow. Alright, these 3 Lumeris on a cold planet, definitely not doing it for me. Oh, when they colonize that big thing, it'll be better. And for these guys, still ecstatic, growing really fast now that they've got their huge ice planet. Definitely worth. Okay. And we get tons of ionic crystals thanks to the Lumeris quest line that we have already done. Now, you can come back, just head back that way, I guess. And you can't really upgrade you, can I? Let's try it though. If we take our caravel and say, put an extra gun on that puppy. So now, we need better guns. Okay. Here we go. There's a better gun. Yep. Apply that design. Now we've got our caravel here. Now we just can't do it because it's not orbiting a colonized star system. But if we try to move him over here, we'll give him a shot to see if we can upgrade him and thereby win that quest. Meanwhile, we'll finish this quest next turn. This is a more ionic crystals. Happy to have those. Alright, any other unexplored junk around? Doesn't look like it. Okay, and we've got our 2 stingrays there. Those guys will be getting better shortly when we decide that we want to go aggressive. That won't be too long from now. But we need to get our economy in gear a little bit more, because we haven't been doing a great job at it, honestly. Oh, that's right. So, for our boy over here, we're just going to make him a general, and we're going to look at the industrial output of our empire and say, aha, Timos, you're the next best. So we're just going to give you our guy here, and then F6 is heroes. Then we're going to level up Yelchin. He's been mostly geared as a governor right now. We have a new seeker hero, so we can probably keep him as a governor, and we'll start giving him some influence on planets. Okay. So that all sounds good. Yeah, we don't have too much that needs probing over here. Just move them up that way. Alright, let's go get our quest. Alright, we've got a couple of... Aha, a new trading company is ready. Alright, we're gonna get a lot of extra resources because we are impressing a lot of people. Alright, and we get peaceful life, -10 on overpopulation dissatisfaction per system level. Not bad. And now we can take... Oh. So I've actually never made it to this part of the Lumeris quest before, believe it or not. So let's think about what we can build here. So this is a system improvement that allows us to convert science into dust, which we need to get 250 dust to trading. This allows us to convert our industry into dust. Alright. 75% of our science into dust, or possess, or be able to do 500 manpower on an empire for 500 dust. Now that's kind of interesting. Hello. That was one too many, but oh well. They'll be our friends even faster. So I find that quite interesting, actually. Because, first of all, I think we already controlled 2 desert planets. There's one. There's not another, we can buy it, but I think... Okay, there's another coming in 4 turns. No, there's 2. So we already controlled 2 desert planets, so that means we already succeed at this mission. I like missions we already succeed in. And I very rarely will have have the desire to do the dust buyout stuff, converting industry or influence to anything, especially since this is kind of an odd one, right? Because this thing, for example, it's a system improvement, and so it's consuming all of the science and all of the industry in order to turn 50% of the science into dust. So this seems like really terrible, right? And this is doing the same, right? It's converting all of the industry plus all of the something else into dust. So I think that this one is clearly the way to go. So we'll do it. And as someone who plays like all Lumeris, it may be surprising that I literally have not completed the quest, but it is true. I've never made it there. Alright. So for these guys, interplanetary seems to be an easy route to go, and then we'll get the 30 from that. Yeah, we have so many anomalies here as well. It looks like we've already got the anomaly science booster, which is exactly what I want to have. And not too many luxury deposits, so it's not necessarily worth it to do this one. And we're already at about gain of 1 per turn. Let's definitely grab this other big ash planet though. Like in there, 3 turns from now. Okay. And we definitely want our Lumeris on the fertile planet. Oh, I guess that's just the Mediterranean, it's not fertile. But we definitely want our Harashems, let's say at least, on the sterile planets for the extra food. Okay. Hooray. So then this guy is on his way to that minor sieve. I don't think there's going to be anything to scout out there. I'm guessing that we already actually scouted it a little while back. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. And so we're going to get our this toxic next turn and epigenetic seeding. And then what we should really do is just go for, like, this place can hold so many people, we should definitely build Dinarchy as well. And we're going to immediately try to colonize, we're going to then also terraform this place into something much better. Okay, so this is like still rebuilding phase. Yeah, once we get a couple, oh yeah, and we have a trade company. That's much more important than more stingrays. And we definitely want to build it here, even though there's not tons of luxury resources, just because it's going to pull from both Vega and Matarka, which are excellent systems, and this one will have ionics. So then we'll keep pulling here. Now we're making a couple of ionics a turn. We're at 130 extra red sang a turn already. Oh my goodness. So we can start using this already and starting to sell all our red sang every turn, and all of our Eden incense and all of our spuds. So with that, we want to really just start pumping this stuff the hell up. We'll do it like that. Okay. So that's looking good. We'll bring this last stingray, the stingray 3. We'll refit them and bring them all up to Kraz, so we can get a decent system there. And then we got the security charter next turn, which we will put in a couple different places as necessary. We need to take more places, but probably Adana will be the main one where we'll put it. Gaining a lot of peoples. Agrez maxed out. Yeah, we should take this place too. There's at least nice industry there. It'll grow fast. Okay, so we got our security charter. We need to make a decision on strategic resource or system development luxury costs. I'll take the strategic resource generation. we've got our desert
You're
planets.
making the Sophonoty nervous.
Come on, man. It's all good. It's all good. So Antares is also getting pretty big. It's quite nice. Oh, these were amoebas that we conquered in their beautiful ocean planet. So it looks like, yes, with these fertiles, the amoebas don't mind if they're on fertiles or not, so we can send the amoebas to the snow planet. Put these guys over here. This is so pretty. Alright. And I actually care more about this modernization than anything else here. This magnetic field generator I don't need. Okay. Yeah, this +3 deposits from luxury resources is really something from the Lumeris quest, as far as creating a whole ton of this stuff. Cool. Yeah, just enough to make a new colony. We've got our new luxury there, or our new trading company that's already getting started. And we're gonna do a little thing like that. We want this to level up almost every turn, so it means bumping the number of routes up as much as possible. And although I probably shouldn't have done that, I should have finished a couple more outposts first. So we're doing a colony there. Where do we want our outposts then? Adana, we decided we want an outpost. And we'll start that next turn. Do we have enough? Yeah, they have plenty of room to expand in the snow here. Although, let's we can send them a couple of places to. Oh, I forgot the name. Oh, it was Adana. Okay. Because I'd rather have those amoeba there. That sounds optimal, actually. Because the fertiles, we don't need the Lumeris there at all. So let's send them amoeba instead. And then, yeah, we need 10,000 for that. I think we can probably do a little bit of strategics selling. Just 100 of each of these. Because we should be gaining them quite fast. Yeah, 17 a turn, 21 a turn. Pretty good. And that allows us to go ahead and purchase this big desert. Which we don't need actually to rush, because all that matters is that it gets food from one of these guys. Either Magrez with its 250, yeah, Magrez has more. So that should fill it up pretty quickly. Yeah. 2 of those ships and it will be colonized. So then we're finished here. These guys only have 4 move speed because these Stingray 2s aren't what I want them to be. So if we upgrade them to Stingray 3s, now we actually have a fleet that can move. We'll start sending it that way. Alright. And after maximize exploitation, we don't have anything else in queue. We can get a third thing here and unlock rare luxury curiosities. That's not bad. And wormholes. Yeah, I think I'll take the graviton, though. Our science looks pretty good. It bumped up a lot, didn't it? Wow. Alright, and we need an expansion plan. It's gonna have to be going to war against the Horatio. They're not our friends anyway. If you're not our friend, then you're not our friend. Alright, so we finished this. We're getting a lot more resources from these chums.
Horatio doubts your motives and your
Continued friendship with
Yes, we're definitely your pals. Now, what were we saying about? Huh? Do you see my strong ship with its 60 power? Do you see how powerful I am? Probably have to do this in reverse. So I'm gonna go over here and then just come right back. And I might be able to actually conquer them. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. So, we became good pals with all of these guys who are now giving us tons of resources. Helping to boost our science even more. We're up over 4,000. On this side, we have a bunch more luxuries that we can sell here and here, which we will do to allow us to boost this even more. Great. And, yeah. Ash. Purple's gonna get that one. Is that a place that we want to fight for? Not really, but it would be a nice toehold, and it is connected to their home world. This is the more interesting place with Ariga. Alright, but we can't really get there this turn. We're gonna do Dinarchy, which I like a lot. And then this place. I think this place has real potential to be more than just a... Oh, is this all Lumeris here? Yikes. Are you all Lumeris too? Yikes, we have too many Lumeris. How can we get some non-Lumeris folks spread around? I only have like one Zavali there. Yeah, like the Noshasts are pretty good. All Lumeris there. Alright, I want more amoebas. What's this planet? Delphinus. So Delphinus, I grant you the gift of 2 amoebas. Use them wisely, for they are precious to me. Okay, pacifist political party is still way in the lead as expected. Can't do any more of that. Seems correct. Okay, okay. In regards to this guy, the Sophons were making him nervous, huh? Or he was making the Sophons nervous. Yeah, but who cares? Okay. So, at this stage, then, what we're going to do And we've got some stingrays in the coral there. The coral we're gonna modify. We're still not really in fighting shape, are we? Do we want to get into fighting shape, or do we care about just like maximizing our industry and going for some different victory? I think that if I were in an optimized situation, what I would be doing is taking a look at some of these planets, like those toxics. But there's one Terran in there, that's not bad. Savannah Mediterranean Steppes, I like his home place with the dust trees. Yeah, I mean, I think that he's got some interesting enough spots here that I kind of want to just move up through here and overwhelm this guy. So what I'm going to do is, number one, I'm going to get Hyperion Magnetics. I'm going to get Agri Drugs to get better stingrays. And then I want to get neural robotics. That doesn't really give me what I want. I mean, it gives me a lot of happiness. And then we're going to get adamantine and antimatter after those things. And that'll start boosting me towards where we need to be on that side. So, cool. And then instead of tourism agencies, let's go get that Baron. Okay. With all that settled, go forth. Hey, we're discovering some new curiosities. Alright. So we've got the titanium colonizers and the rare luxuries.
Horatio doubts or moat your presence and communicate. Given your shiftiness.
Hey,
Yep.
don't you shiftiness me. Haha, see, it worked. We got those guys. So, hello Minnetonka. Welcome to the team. You give a bonus on gas. Oh man, but that's pretty nice. Okay. So we need food. Is that's what we need most. So our level 2s will help. Building a trade subsidiary here is actually also pretty good. But let's solidify ourselves a little bit first. Oh, we're at 116 bonus already. Okay. And they're ecstatic already, which I always like. No, because we still have the endless research part bonus. Yeah, that will fade. Yep, we got our Quadronix deposit there. Okay, and this guy's got some weapons and whatever. That's cool. Alright. Now, these guys actually have some stuff to do. This coral and the stingrays. So with these stingrays, we don't need this unit in all of them. I think it's fine to go with this guy now. And we'll still probably be stronger. And we'll upgrade the 2s to that. And for the corals, what we really want for the corals is actually just to have these guys and not even worry about weapons. So I'm gonna upgrade the coral that way. And the 2s. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, the fleet bonus. Okay. So the 2s, 1, 2, 3, upgrade there, and now the whole fleet moves at 11. That's exactly what we want. We'll pull the coral along with us as we move down that way. Yeah, and we'll get better weapons and stuff soon. Alright. But yeah, I think this will actually be enough for us to do some basic... Oh, I actually left without... Oh no. They had enough manpower. Excellent. Okay, and now what have we got here? Okay, some massive outposts. Designed for that place. Alright, now where are there more curiosities? I saw one down here. Is this the only one? In Magrez? That would be highly disappointing, wouldn't it? Well, go where I'm told, I guess. Oh no, the stream is lagging heavily again. That's a bummer. Yeah, I was having this problem before. I'm getting an upgrade to my internet. Which hopefully then I'll be able to stream. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the streaming portion of this and just return to a just recording again, which will eventually go on YouTube. For anybody who's watching, sorry if it's annoying. Yep, effectively unwatchable. Bummer. Okay, so we're gonna stop this for now. It was working a little bit at the beginning, but we're gonna have to wait until I get a better internet connection. Crap. Alright. And now I'm back. Not streaming anymore because it's still not working. I tried to do a lower bit rate, but that lower bit rate wasn't going. We'll get there eventually. Mostly, I just wanted to have some relaxing game playing, drinking a beer, talking to myself. You know how it is. Okay. So, then what I want to do here, yeah, I'll have another turn. I'll start being able to activate those quests. And let's go. Yeah, all right. Hyperion Magnetic. We have nice science. We just have to kick our trade routes into gear, which that will do in 3 turns. We got another one going. Yeah, keep pumping this up with everything we've got. It's selling things we don't need along the way. And I'm just constantly going to cycle this stuff so that we can generate every little bit possible. Now, on our faction quest, do we even have one? We just got it too fast, didn't we? Final chapter. Oh, that's it. That's the final chapter. Interesting. Yeah, it wasn't part 1 or part 2. It was just like, that was it. Okay. That was the easiest thing I've ever seen. Well, let's dive through here to these guys, and then we can actually start scouting out some new stuff. Okay, these guys, no. Alright, let's move it. Now we're also gaining some respectable influence. Not great, but respectable. Alright, got lasers. Yep. New events. Okay, well, we'll definitely take the enhance.
Stop toying with the Empire.
You have a time of need, buddy? I didn't know that you were in trouble at all. Yelchin, my boy. Okay, well, we definitely want that one to increase the trade value of our star systems. So that's a pretty nice bonus. Delphinus. You have a lot of Lumeris bouncing around. Alright. We have room for another... Nice. We have room for another Civ, or another level 3 colony. Who's gonna get it? Let's rank by population, since the Eden Incense is part of this. So, Magrez, you guys get priority. There. For Delphinus, you're at 90% right now. I kind of want to make this a headquarters for my next HQ instead of a subsidiary. So I'm going to actually wait on this guy, this extra subsidiary here. And I'm going to do something like building this interplanetary and this stuff, and this stuff. Yeah, I think that'll be best. We can do these sorts of things later. We'll have our next guy substantially before that, I imagine. Our next trade company. Speaking of trade companies, let's start doing this dance that we like to do. That dance right there. We sell this stuff, and oh, we don't even have enough to pour it back in. So it's worthless. Yep. So this grows pretty fast. It'll be ready quite soon. Okay. Ooh. So he's now leached us from within friendly borders. 73 dust. So that 73 dust is presumably going to the Unfallen, right? Because, yeah, it's not happening here. So these stupid Unfallen, with their double forest home planet, they're stealing my dust, man. Them and their peaceable ways. Well, luckily they're not stealing very much. 73 a turn when we're gaining 5k, I can definitely part with. So, how long is it going to take us to grow? Because I want to grow. I don't like not growing. Okay. The other thing that I want, now that I have the option for AI labor, definitely want AI labor. And I want this lava planet. In fact, I want it all so much that I'm going to rush this with a couple thousand. Because I really want to make Timos into an excellent place. And that it's going to require terraforming, it's going to require AI labor, it's going to require a bunch of stuff. So now we have agri-drugs, we're going to go for crust engineering. Nice. So with you at level 4, yep, we're definitely going to start moving towards the hull penetration. And we've got our new, oh, did I see that right? Yes, we're starting to gain a fair bit of ionic crystals a turn, which means we can do a lot more level 3s. You're already level 3. Delphinus, I think you're going to be next on the list. Yeah, actually we'll go this way. Cool. And so then we start the selling of the luxuries, as is tradition in my people. And now you will go like that, and you will start to upgrade very quickly indeed. Okay. Now these guys, they probably finish in like one turn. Yeah.
Your contact with us brings more worry than joy. Horatio, do not trust you.
Yes, I don't think that you would trust me. If you did trust me, you would be a fool. And you don't look like a fool. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take over this place. I should be able to do it without any trouble, because we have an awful lot of tanks. And so I'm going to do it next turn. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and keep this nice and easy by letting you know that I'm doing it. Oh, also, probably should deal with this stuff over here. Just, you know, to let you guys maybe defend slightly better with your one person over here. Oh, hey look, it's a niter. We'll steal him. Unless he's like coming to live with me, but I don't think he is. I think he's probably trying to move him around his various planets. Okay, so we've got this all constructed. Now clearly AI labor is going to give us the biggest return here on Hedel. And Hedel's turning into a system that could be really great. And we're going to throw a spin project over there for a bit of extra influence. Alright, and after Dinarchy, what do we have here? Well, let's go ahead and get some security ops. After we do this stuff. And do we have benefit at all from AI labor? I guess a little bit from the jungle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll get 40 extra industry. That's not insignificant. So I will take it. I will take it for sure. And then terraforming this guy into a savanna is actually super important. So let's do that first, because that'll give us +4 population there. Alright, so you have a bonus on hot. So let's move you here. You're just happy. You're +1 influence. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that overall distribution. Okay, and we're just going to keep powering forward. Happy little AI game. They colonize this turn, and we come in and say, hello, thank you for colonizing. Oh, we have a new trading company. Oh, we forgot to quest. They have nobody there, so we just blitz away. There's still people? Oh my goodness. Bye. So here, this is when we go like that. And then we're going to go to sell our extra stuff as usual. We'll sell this and this. And in so doing, that allows us to rush here. So now we'll be pretty well defended from this fleet. These guys will eventually come up to protect us. Alright, these guys should be done in one turn. Yep. You are level 10, my dear friend. Yeah. Yeah, you can take the anomaly one. That's cool. Okay. So these guys are all pumped up a little bit. Yeah, we'll send the various races out to Merope and to Timos's. Well, Timos already has some nice variety. Vega could use a little bit of variety, couldn't they? Why don't we send some guys to Vega? Maybe some a Nahast and a Zvali? Oh, you're only 53, you guys. Did you know that? Probably because this place is minus 30. There's a lot of overpopulation, overcolonization anxiety. So, you want to head to Vega. Here you are. Okay. So, things are going to get a little bit more interesting with the Horatio on the prowl now. I don't really need the system up here. It's nice, you know, but really unessential. So we'll see just how long we can hold out while we take their places down here in a much stronger show of force. Now, so these stingrays, we've got all of this extra stuff. So what we want to do is, first of all, we need the enhancers. So from this perspective, we need to get this guy really quick, because those enhancers are going to help out our Hyperion lasers a lot. Then we will redesign our ships next turn. So, and I told you before, Delphinus is where I wanted to put my trade company, so I'm going to put it in Delphinus as promised. For trade company number 4. Alright, now we're starting to kick some ass. Let's move it forward. Here we're gonna say we want our pacifists to stay in power. The living plague. We'll get to that in a second, I guess. Isotope machining. Merope. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Question mark or question mark. So we found a heavily damaged ship of unknown design entering the home system. Soon self-destruct. Oh man. Got a plague or a boiler room? I'm fine taking a little hit. Looser restrictions on space travel ventures. Major economic crisis.
Your presence and communication is...
Okay, we're gonna blitz them again. Good. Alright, now here. Did I never get the starting? Oh my goodness. Planetary landscaping. I just never got it. I just never got it. Is there any other stuff that I just clearly missed? Like this one. So easy. Okay, no reason to miss those at this stage. Yeah, I have a billion times more than that stuff in Matarka. And now with this choice, saving the core versus saving the inhabitants, I'm gonna go for saving the core. Because that sounds cool. Why would you want to save the bodies infected by plague? Doesn't sound like my first choice. Let's do this modernization thing, and then this. And then we should also start getting a little swoobity. Like maybe transforming this guy to a savannah. Oh yes, let's do that first. AI labor is where this thing is at. Okay. So they didn't attack us. Oh, hello. So that's this giant ship. Yeah, so it's gonna be Orichalcix. Oh, and the Horatio didn't even want to attack us here. Cool. Fine by me, chums. Fine by me. So that means that what I'll be doing here is... yeah, I'll just put the black tax, yeah, the tax act place. Alright, elsewhere in the world, we've now taken Oentho. Oh, high gravity. I didn't see that one. But we got Platform of East, which is kind of cool. This place has no... you guys have no probes, do you? I didn't realize there were so many here. That's kind of cool. So this place, at least it does make enough food. That's good, Mr. Horatio. When you're giving some extra food and some happiness on a hot planet. Congratulations. Let's see. I think we'll do this and this, just to kind of get some basics going on. 'Cause there's not a whole lot there. The interesting thing about this is that now that we have these guys, is that what I want to do here is have ships with, nope, not that one, but this one, and yeah, so we should have, oh, that's right, this is the blank slot. So we'll do 1 and 2. Now we have 3 defense, yeah. 3 defense with a focus on hulls to even it out. Looks good. And then we'll have these very good lasers. The Hyperion lasers here. And these things boost our laser damage. So 3 lasers there. We have 187 power in each one of these guys. So we can just take our 3s, which are the double Hyperion guys, and upgrade those. We'll get a little bit slower, is the downside here, but we'll become much stronger. Yep, that's expected, a bit slower. But now we have a nice 700 power fleet, which is pretty good for what we want to do right now. I haven't seen what the Horatio are kicking, but I don't think it's that good. Is this the place that they were just using? Wow. That has 300 power. Yeah. Not anywhere close to what we're talking about. Okay. Let's sell Luxes and move forward, and we're gonna play like 5 more turns or something like that, and then call it a day, because I don't have too much time today, unfortunately. Cool. We've got a subsidiary finished. Got a couple of those things. We got neural robotics. Oh. Free technology. Reach Aquarius.
Extends a hand with this.
Where's Aquarius? Aquarius, oh, that's here. Okay. Orbit around Turkana. Where's Turkana? Okay, that's here. Well, I mean, in theory I can orbit around Turkana. Oh, hi. You guys are my enemies. I love my enemies. I love seeing them driven before me. And hearing the lamentations of their women. Oh, I didn't see which way you retreated, but presumably that direction. Alright. Yeah, so there's a fair amount of guys on there, but that actually was nothing compared to my 110 tanks. Let's go siege his capital, man. Oh, also, the Unfallen are at war with him. He's not in a good way. Got Flux kicking in, getting a little bit of lag here. Ropey. I would like you to just go ahead and boost your food production a little bit. And colonize this guy. And then we need to just get you AI labor as quickly as possible. And so Matarka and Taris are both full again. So Kraz is not, so Kraz can use people. Why don't you send some of your amoebas to Kraz? Okay. Meanwhile, over here in Kraz, we finally have our ice planet. If we terraform it to an Arctic, it'll take 9 turns. Not perfect. Let's think about grabbing AI labor, or even Xeno-Industrials for 20 extra would make a difference. Yeah, that's going to take too long. So let's do that. Did that move? It looked like it didn't. It didn't. Okay. So there's nothing else in this area, which means I kind of want to go up here where there's new things to be done. And Merope should receive some largesse from these guys, particularly if they want some folks that are happy on hot, which sounds good. McGrez, you're also full, right? Yeah, why don't you send some guys that are happy on steriles? That should boost things up nicely and quickly. Yeah, I guess I could have taken the... I mean, I guess I can get to Aquarius, right? Like, I can just go, be there in 5 turns. Let's do it. Intercept the evil guys in 10 turns. Because I'm not going to spend 10 turns sitting around Turkanis or wherever. That's just not a thing that's going to happen. Next status here. Bertus, you got it in 1 turn. Hidel, you're next on the list. Cool. Then, what up, what up, what up? Now we have some resources. We're building our new headquarters. These guys are upgrading too quick, so we want to upgrade our legacy ones that aren't going up 1 level a turn automatically anymore. Yeah, these guys from Timos, they're pulling the ionic crystals from there, which is why it's quite valuable. Okay, and that barren colony is also going to be valuable, as it'll add more crystals into my network. Okay. take the 100% hero XP. Ooh, alright, amoeba. Yeah, getting those guys to 20 is actually pretty good. If we can do it. Okay, so you're ecstatic. So you should probably do that, and that, and that. Wow, you have 950 peeps. And we can only deploy 700 at a time. So, how is Akamar? Oh, it's Terran. So I don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. Ibella, Steppes, Arctic Ice, Arctic Baron. Ash, Boreal, Arid. I kind of like this better, but Ovaldi is not bad. So, what I want to do here now, actually, so I can produce 104, is I want to make a Drev hull. So let's call this Hull 1. I want to just create that design. And I'm going to go, oops. Each hull cost me 150 dust and 2.3 thousand, or 150 industry, 2.3 thousand dust. So I'm just going to build 4 like this, not slow myself down at all. I'm going to turn them into the corals that are going to help me out over there. Or probably 3 corals and 1 tugboat. And I'll show you guys what a tugboat is in a second, if you haven't seen it already from our PvP game. Alright, Antares is growing like crazy again, which is good. Let's end the turn. Oh, Antares is not producing anything. That's not good. We like to produce things on Antares. Things like exoscience stations. And predictive logistics. And solar security operations. Alright. The Mavros are doing relatively well here. Now with you, I think we definitely start terraforming you to a desert after we modernize your ass. Okay. So that's done. You're moving over there for that fun little quest. Whoop-de frickin' do. So, plus 30% industry. Or plus 30 happiness. So let's go check out Wega over here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care, but let's do this one. Let's create a major political crisis, because It's the sort of irresponsible thing that guys like me would do. We'll go for modernization after that. About to get a couple more people over here anyway. These magnetic things also sound good. And 0.2%. All sounds okay dokie. Now here, we really want we can transform this guy to an arid, which that actually doesn't increase the population at all, is the thing. Savannah at least gives 2 extra pop. So this way that it is now, we can at least keep the... Oh, it's all Lumeris. Well, you can get high food over here. Just to complete that thing. Not really for any other purpose. Yeah, we've jumped up pretty nicely in... Right, we jumped up pretty nicely in influence as well. Those guys are going to run away. So, and then here, in Minnetonka, we've got 3 guys that I want to upgrade first. So, these 3 guys are going to have one of these, and then these things, and that's... Actually, no. They're not even going to have one of these things. They're just going to have this. 5 units. I think it'll be more efficient if we do this. Yeah. 4 units, base move speed of 4, and we're going to upgrade all 4 of them. So now, when we make a fleet here, it's got 6 moves. We're going to shoot our caravel out there to test the waters. The waters seem okay. We're in no way ready to defend there. So we'll just come this way. Our big fleet here will blockade this, and we should be able to siege it down in 1 turn. Now we're going to separate out the coral there, because this is the real fleet. Cool. And we'll take over this place next turn or something. Yep, another trade colony next turn. Oh my goodness, I forgot to sell for 1 turn. And it exploded! So, who else is level 2? Imnos. You have a lot of people. You're level 2. Welcome to level 3. Was that only loyal? Yeah. Let's do some simple happiness work. You guys. Okay. Something like that's fine. We'll get back up there. We're taking a happiness hit from one of the quests, so it's not too weird that this is going on. So throw one of those out there. Okay. Hurrah! We got our extra Nahasts. We got our new trading company. The bumper crop has come to an end.
You're making the Sophonaty.
Yes, yes, yes. You're getting very high level indeed. We'll pop you over there. Cool. Finished a bunch of stuff. Oentho. Well, you're not really growing still. So why don't you build yourself a sustainable farm? That sounds like the sort of thing that you should be building. So that's good. How about you? Huh, you're pretty good actually. Yeah, you could go ahead and build this guy, because we want to start pushing your influence out. Oh god, that's gonna take way too much. And that sounds cool. Yeah. So this fleet has 255 attack, all kinetics. So, let me just attack it. Yeah, the weapon 10s are missiles, so we'll just kind of get in close with them, and we'll get lucky, because we have a nice crit chance on all of our stuff. We have pretty good... You're still kinetics. Okay. Yes, I'm glad we upgraded ourselves there. Oh, he's just gonna run. Interesting choice. So yeah, we're gonna wait one turn and then pounce on those puppies. Now after gamma absorption, we want to go to hardened allies. And after that, we'll go to probably these shields here. Yeah, because we already have the upgraded manpower thing. We already have upgraded shields, so hull plates are the obvious one that we would get next. Cool. So then with that, the Caravel has very little to do here. I guess he's a slightly aggressive Caravel, isn't he? So we shall merge him in with these guys and let him get destroyed whenever. As for the rest, okay. Looks pretty solid actually. We have a little bit of dust, believe it or not. Just a wee bit. We have enough for 3 new places, so let's organize by status. You're going up. Adana, you are ready to ascend. Merope, ready to ascend. Kraz, ready to ascend. Welcome to a bigger world. Yep, and then we'll wait until next turn with these guys. So The coral will go with these guys here. And they'll get towed along. But they do a lot of sieging now. 300. That will be ready next turn. Oh hey, there's even a thing over there. Let's go check it out. Okay, gamma absorption and harden. Oh, I didn't use my dust. We've got 10 Mavros now. Not bad. Alright, we got there. Oh, intercept also meant fight. Oh gosh, dang it. Explore curiosities until we discover the lab. Search curiosities. We had more guys here, right? Yeah, you. 70 happiness. Hey, we should have done that ages ago. Haven't been paying attention to these puppies at all. They're really good. Like this one? Look how good that is. Yeah, we're just going to assimilate you. I think 5 was kind of a... Yeah, that's not the caravel we want. We want the caravel that looks like this and has... Sure, you can give it a missile. Cool. System improvement cost reduced. That's a pretty good one. Okay, and this is the same. So we'll take this guy. Cool. And then Delphinus over here. First of all, get out of my face, Mr. Weapon 10. Decisively victorious. Now we blitz these guys. Oh, come on. Come. We need more. Oh, I thought we could actually had that in one. Need more manpower deployment limits is the issue at stake here. Although the other thing that may be an issue is, yeah, look at this. We just didn't have upgraded tanks. So now that that's rectified, we're gonna go even here. We're just also gonna keep pushing these guys ahead. Cool, cool. So that's now going. You should be on your way to Oentho. You're level 10. Neato. I think that with you at level 10, what I would say is let's expand the manpower capacity. We're just going to keep him as a governor forever. Let's be real. Did we get the... Oh, look at this. We have a non-Vodiani hero. U-Socials Counselor Scientist. We'll take him. We'll go ahead and also put him on some place that's making a lot of industry, like Beertus here. Hello, Mr. U Socials Counselor. You have the job. And then over here in Hedel, we're going to move you over because that's making more industry there. And you're level 1, so you've got a lot of upgrading to do. Cool. We're going to do then, I think, one more turn. Yep, assimilated them and assimilated them. With 25k, you know what I want? I want to rush this and then start producing a colony on this forest and also on this ice. That's what I want. Okay. And we're basically off to the races. Oh. Genus. Now that you are a colony, you have the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do. And what you want to do is sustainable farms, followed by, I guess, industrials, followed by AI labor. And you also have the wonderful freedom, Syngenus, here you are, of getting a couple of my friends, the amoebas. Here they are, the amoebas. Enjoy them. To breed on your planet. Okay. Now you guys stay here for a little bit. For one more turn. And then you can go move on to the next thing. Alright, so we got a bunch of command points. New trade company.
Pretty uncivilized.
Stop toying with the Empire.
I'm gonna blitz these guys again. You're not serious. How could we have not taken out the 8 tanks?
We, the triumvirate, are
Aw,
Stins a hand.
hell no. Alright, you're level 5. Excellent. Come on, man. Within, oh, it reduces the influence when you're within hostile borders. Interesting. I was hoping he would actually be able to, like, push back somehow. Okay, well, this is all kind of cool. So, Kraz, you're not happy. What's wrong, man? Overcolonization. Getting you down. You're a nice level 3 colony, though. That makes you happy, right? Should make you happy. It's a good thing to be. Level whatever colony. But okay, so I didn't win there. I'm gonna... Oh, hello. You have a very nice vision range. Fusion torpedoes. Let's get a free tech for sure. Hyperium and titanium deposit on our forest. That sounds pretty nice. And then we're definitely just going to go like this. And disband. So these are the cravers right here. Hello. Is that 7 pirates? The 10th devouring horde. No, that's 3 Craver ships. Great. Well, we know what we need to build next. But we're off to the races with this. All. Huh. We fell down to content, which means it's probably time to enact. Instead of my precious, you can probably throw in toys for boys. Right, that brings us up to loyal. It's definitely worth. And in the individual systems like Kraz, you know, we don't want to have that problem anymore. Especially if we want to keep expanding, which we do. So, okay, I'm going to stop this second part of the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed it as we move deeper and deeper into the game. I know we didn't play for too long, but it's a good time while it lasted. I will see you on the next episode. Take it easy.